Welcome back to the Nash Potatoes Outdoor Show. Today, we're visiting Crane's Pie Pantry, Restaurant, and Winery in Fennville, Michigan. This is a continuation of my video series highlighting vineyards in the state of Michigan. I'm visiting with my parents and our good friend Deb, who was nice enough to join us. First, we'll go inside and taste some wine. Then, I'll give you some history of the farm and a tour of the property. Finally, I'll give them a report card to see how they compare to the other vineyards I'm visiting this summer. Crane's Winery offers both wine and hard cider. It costs $12 for 4 tastings, and we were really hoping to sit outside, but they no longer allow wine tasting outside because people kept stealing the glasses. So, we're just getting started here, getting ready to order our wine, and we typically do a little appetizer as well. There's my mom and dad and Deb. They bring a jug of water to your table, which is nice. And as you can see, they are fairly heavy pours, which is good. And they do offer $4 off a $20 purchase. They give you some crackers. There's the meat and cheese we ordered. That cost $12. That was quite tasty. It served all 4 of us. So let me give you a quick tour of the restaurant side. Right through here, that's where we did our wine tasting, and down at the end is where the bakery is at. I'll tell you more about the wine towards the end when I give them a report card. I would say Crane's is probably most well known for their fruit orchards and their homemade pies. We ended up going home with an apple crisp pie, which I guess is the fan favorite. It was delicious. I think it was $18. We got about 6 slices out of it. It was really, really good. So we typically grab a glass of wine and head outside. So the glass of wine that my parents picked up was $8, which is a pretty fair price. The hallway getting into and going out of the restaurant is pretty cool. They've got a lot of little historical knickknacks along the way. So they do have a really nice outdoor area. Unfortunately, they won't let you do a wine tasting out there because, as I mentioned, people were stealing the glasses. But this place gets 4.5 stars on Google, as you can see. And I'll mention this later, but they have 180 acres on their property altogether. Here's a list of their fruit schedule: sweet cherries, raspberries, blueberries, and a bunch of other things. They do have a really great outdoor area, but unfortunately, they don't allow you to roam the vineyards and orchards this time of year because occasionally they do have to spray pesticides. Obviously, it's a much different story during the fruit picking season. I noticed on their website that they do music on the patio Saturdays from 1 o'clock until 4 o'clock. And I'll put a link to the calendar in the description of this video. So, this family farm got its start back in 1916. It's been run by 6 generations of Cranes. The winery was launched in 2014. They have a total of 180 acres where they offer sweet cherries, red raspberries, blueberries, peaches, nectarines, apples, and pumpkins. In the front of the property, they have a few heirlooms, including a 1929 Ford Model A truck and a 15 by 17 foot cabin, which is almost 110 years old. Now, let's talk about the report card. If you remember 2 weeks ago, we did a wine tasting at Fennville where they offered 7 tastings for $10. So based upon that benchmark, I'm going to give them 4 stars. When it comes to the wine, I really did enjoy it, but I would say it's good, but not great. So we will give them 4 stars for the wine. Service was amazing. They did everything right. The bartender was quite friendly. We had a good time. 5 stars for service. And the atmosphere, if I was able to do a wine tasting outside, it definitely would have been 5 stars. But because we had to sit inside, it was a little bit cramped, a little bit noisy. I'm going to go ahead and give them 4 stars for the atmosphere, which comes to a total of 17 stars. That's a pretty good score. We had a good time. I highly recommend visiting Crane's, especially now that I know they've got live music on Saturdays. Head out to Fennville and check it out. But that's all I've got for you today. Thanks for watching the Nash Potatoes Outdoor Show. My next wine tasting will also be in Fennville at Modalis Winery. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. We will see you next time.